Shirley and Ivy Jordan. So I was an Ivy before I was a Jordan.
Right.
And I was born in 1940, April of 26, 1948, here in Future City, Illinois. Yes, we had a house. No, it was back behind me. Prince and Bessie Ivy.
Prince and Bessie.
Bessie Ivy. Let me see, it was 18 of us. Yeah, it was 18 of us. And I'm the second one to them. Next to the baby. No, nobody but my sister down in Carroll now, Dolores. It's just the three of us living now. 18 out of the, it was 18 of us.
Okay.
And it's three of us still living. Oh, I can't remember that. Because when we was growing up, most of them had left home. Some of them went to Chicago. Some went to South Bend. Some went to Chicago Heights. Some went to Michigan. And that's about mostly where most of my family went. Yeah, they left home when they got graduated. Now my oldest brother, he went to the service. And then the one next to him, he went to the service too.
Okay.
One of my brothers went to
Milwaukee?
Yeah. Was it Milwaukee? Might have been.
Yeah.
Well, we went to school out here. We started school out here in Future City, up there at Bruce School.
Okay.
That was our school. And we had to walk up there, no matter how the weather was or anything. We had an toilet outside. And we had the teachers. We loved our teachers. And we went from the first, I went from the first to the fifth. They had it up to the fifth grade. And then they finally sent us down to, what's the school down there on 34th Street?
Garrison.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we went. And then we transferred, I think when I went to the 7th grade, I think that's when I went to, it wasn't junior high then, it was Washington.
Yeah.
Miss Vaught, she was the first grade. Miss Holmes was the second.
Okay.
Miss Wilson was the third and fourth. And Miss Wallace was the fifth grade teacher. I think Miss Wallace.
Okay.
I think she was the principal. It was real nice. The only thing, we had to go outdoors to the bathroom when it was cold. We got along real good because students come from out here to Klondike. Cash, Klondike.
And Future City.
We all went to Bruce School. Out here at Bruce, we had quite a few kids in the room. I think it was about, in the first grade, I think we had about 10, 12 kids in there. And in Miss Home class, I think she had a big class. Yeah, we went first grade. Miss Holmes had the second.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
And I think she had about maybe 15 students. And Miss Wilson upstairs. We had upstairs. We had 4 floors in the school, in Bruce School. And Miss Wilson, she took the 3rd and 4th grade. We had nice. It was nice. We had activities and things out there. And one thing about it, they could chastise it. They could whoop you. No, I didn't. Sure didn't. But when I got home, I did.
Oh.
And you know, when we walk home, we had to walk home, and we had a little hill. We had to come down in here. The Whitakers lived over there.
Mm-hmm.
The Ivers, we lived next. The Davis, and then another lady, I know her name was Minnie Lee, lived in that trailer there. And then Mr. Enoch Mason, Mr. Scott, and up the road it was Miss Davis, and it was the Lattimores up there. Now that's as far as I went, but up a little further, it was Bertley. Who else was up there? Johnsons, Tuckers, Walkers,
Do you?
Lynn,
Okay.
even the girls live over here in the trailer over there. I'm trying to think of their last name. I think they was they Johnsons? I think they was Johnsons too. You know, it was a lot of houses out here. Houses was up on that road up there before they made the highway like they did. It was houses all up there. It was a lot of houses. We had a movie. We had a liquor joint over here, right up here. Yes, we sure did.
Do you recall, what did you see?
Yeah, we had a movie show. We went to the show. No, I can't think of the movies. Okay. I don't know whether you remember Vernell. Okay. His dad or his mama, one had a turban over here. He had the turban. And we had a church up there on that corner. That church that's sitting down the street now, it was up there on the corner, and the pastor moved it down there. And then we had another church up there. It's still sitting up there. Mr. Bonds and Mr. Rob Mason had a store. Mr. Rob Mason had his store out to the road highway. Mr. Bonds got his store right there where Ronnie Harris sitting. On the corner. He's on the corner there. And we had Emick, trying to think their last name. You remember Pam?
Mallory.
Pam?
Mallory.
Yeah. Okay. Her daddy had a jukebox joint up there for us young folks. They had that up there. And what else did we have? We had a little basketball goal. We had places we could go and play with one another and fight like cats and dogs. Yeah, it was.
Nice.
It was probably close to 200 or 300 people.
Okay.
Because it was a plenty of houses. I ain't named everybody's house that was out. We had houses across there, too. Well, matter of fact, we had two jukeboxes. One was over here, and the Mallards, it was up there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you remember the Johnson. I'm trying to think of their name. Johnny Bucci. We called him Johnny Bucci. His mama had a place up here. Mr. Scott, he had a house up here. I think he worked. Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of them, now, my father, he hauled people. He had a truck, and he would haul people to the field to chop cotton and stuff. And then he brought him a bus, and he would take people up to Michigan when it got where the work was out down here, he took them over to Kentucky and Missouri to work. And then he started taking them up to Ben Harbor, driving the bus up there.
Pick cherries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Peaches,
Apples, all that. Oh, he did that for, I think I was about, I don't know, he did it for a long time. Because I know me and Ann, I don't think Velma didn't get to go, but I know we went when we was young. We went up there and stayed with him, and we got out there and picked too. My daddy came out of Mississippi, and my mama came out of and I was just looking at it too yesterday. I think it was Tupelo, Tupelo, Mississippi, because that's where we go and have our family reunion. It goes from Chicago, Kansas City, Tupelo. So this year we're going to Texas.
So
in September we're going to Texas. They got married down there, I think, but they came on here.
Yeah.
And made their home and thing here, because all of us was born here. That's my nephew.
Oh, see, I always thought Ronnie was your...
But see, my mama raised them.
Yeah.
Because they mama, she left home to get a job.
Okay.
And they asked my mom and daddy would they keep.
Okay.
And they told them yes, so they raised them. It was Gerald.
Yeah.
No. The one Charles, Ronnie, Gerald, Sheila.
Okay.
There was 4 of them. So my mama, raised them. No, if they did, I'm trying to think, did my dad? I think my dad was, but I'm not for sure. Well, all of us down here, we all got along. We didn't have a problem. The only thing we had a problem was getting away to go downtown.
Carol.
And they had a feed place over here where people worked. The men worked and everything. And we would walk out that way to catch the bus. They had a long bus, a little short bus. It wasn't no big bus like the yellow buses is now. It was just a bus. We would catch that bus to go downtown. My mom and them would catch to go downtown to buy food and stuff.
To Carroll, IGA,
in Carroll.
Downtown.
And you know, they had a Whataburger out here.
Right.
They had a Whataburger. They had a gas station.
Right.
Down there. And what else did they have? Before you go under the paddock. The shed that the people worked at, it was right there, right off the highway. And they worked somewhere, it was a grain place. They worked somewhere else too. Bobby Whitaker worked at the Whataburger. That's where he started working at. And then his brother Ernest Whitaker worked there too. After Bobby quit working, they got him another job. Yeah, it was mixed.
Yeah.
It was mixed. It was nice. They had nice teachers and things there. Miss Vault, Miss Miss I think Miss Holmes. It was nice. I mean, they didn't treat us bad or nothing.
Yeah.
They just made sure we got that lesson. And then back there, then you know they could whoop your hand or spank you behind or whatever. I remember Mr. Mathis.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Vaughn.
Yeah.
Mr. Chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Who else was out there? I can't think of her name right now. When I graduated out of 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was real nice. They had tough teachers though, but it was nice. We had to be obedient. And see, then they had the jukeboxes across the street where we could go over there. You know.
You remember the name of
it was 3. It was, I know Mr. Bonger had one, and then I can't think of the other man name that had one across the street, and then another one was across here. Yeah, I can't think of his name. Booker, yeah. He had good hamburgers. The way he cooked them, the way he fixed them up. Now, Mr. Bonger, he cooked stuff, I think, but I don't forgot what he did. But we ate mostly over Mr. Booker's.
Yeah.
When we had money, but most of the time we had to take our lunches and things. But if we had money, we could go to Mr. Booker's. And then we went to the other man that was across the street here. I think he cooked stuff too, but I think we stuck with Mr. Booker. We had to bring our lunch. In high school, I loved Mr. the short fat man. Yeah, I loved him. And Miss Wilson, didn't she teach the homemade class?
Who did?
Miss Wilson. I think she did.
Yeah.
I liked her because she helped us sew and make stuff. And I like Mr. Matthews. He was the principal.
Yeah.
And I also liked the lady that worked in there.
Yeah.
Wasn't she a Johnson? No, I didn't take band. What year I graduated? I don't know. I had a yearbook and I let a lady see it. And she never gave it back to me. And when I went to get it, she said she couldn't find it. I don't know what year I graduated. Let me see. I graduated from the vocational school in '69.
Okay.
And I did 2 years there. So it had to be 67. It had to be 66 or 67. I graduated from the high school. I think that was the last year when when I graduated. I was doing tailoring.
Oh.
I made clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. And before you graduated, you had to make that teacher a suit.
Yeah.
We had to make him a pair of pants and a coat.
Were you good at it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because when I had my children, I made most of their clothes, everything but their T-shirts and their underclothes and their socks. Because I started working at Snows. And when they let us, the material they had left over, they would let us use it to make clothes out of. And that's what I did. And most of the time, I sold for myself. I sold for my mama every now and then. I had 2 boys.
Okay.
2 boys. Modest Jordan. I met him down in Kentucky.
Yeah.
He would come up here to Carol, to Maggie Croon. He would, some kid in the hair. And he would come up here. And you know, when you go out in the nightclub, you meet people and everything. And that's where I met him. I had a girlfriend. We was real close in Kentucky. And he knew this guy. We was up at the club, up here at what's the club up there? Miss Dumas had the club.
Oh, Club 37.
We went up there. She called me before Christmas, I think it was, and said, Shirley, you want to go out? Say, I got a friend, and I'm going out, and I'm going to come back. She come from Paducah here and picked me up. So I went over there, we went up there. We had a nice time. I didn't have no date. I was just sitting there, you know. And this young man was sitting over there.
What part of Kentucky was your husband?
Clinton.
So
Clinton.
Clinton has a history during the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
August 8th. Did you all go back?
Yeah, I go down there.
August 8th?
George makes sure I go every year because that's where he mostly went.
Yeah.
And since he died, George makes sure I go down there. And
do you know the history behind August 8th? Why, you know, black folks were, you know, Paducah, Clinton, all of them, they come together on August 8th. Was it? It was a homecoming, right? Where black people come together and...
I never have been to the one in Paducah.
But you went to the one
I always go to one down there in
Clinton.
Clinton. It's not Clinton, it's what's the name?
Arlington?
It's
it Clinton? Barwell?
It's something else.
Yeah, there's Barwell, Clinton.
It's called.
Yeah.
Because our church, we used to go down there to the park down there. We have our picnic, and we used to go down there.
Yeah, Jefferson Park, yeah.
Two boys. My oldest son, Carlos, he's in St. Louis. He was working down here at the post office, and he transferred up to St. Louis to work post office up there. It's been some time, because he's 54 now. And Marcus, he's over the mountains now. He was living up there in Carterville when he was married. His wife died. And he met another lady, and he moved to Mounds. He went to school and got his degree working on air conditioning.
Oh, okay.
And so he does that sometime, but he work at Lowe's over in Sykeston now. Here, we loved it out here, but when it come time for that water to get high, like I said, my mom and them house was back here. We had to build walks from the back door to over here to get out, keep from getting in the water to go out. And they wouldn't pump the water out till Willie Taylor got on the board, and the pump was up there then. And he would get on them about turning the pump on so we wouldn't have the water out here in Future City. But one thing about it didn't get in our house because our house was up highlight. And then I'm going to tell you, Carol and them tried to take Future City. And all the people out here in Future City got together, got a bus, went to Springfield. And Springfield told them, you cannot get Future City. They didn't get it. So we continued to work out here and everything. And we kept it up. We got along out here. We made gardens. If somebody needs something, we helped each other. We fought too. We fought. Up here, they couldn't come down that hill if they wanted to court. They had to see Ernest Whitaker and Oscar Burley. No, not Oscar Burley. Oscar Burley lived up here. Mm-hmm. And he was trying to court Ernest Whitaker's sister. Mm-hmm. And they told him, y'all can't come down here unless y'all get our permission. And that's the way it went. And I mean...
But he ended up marrying her though, right?
He ended up marrying
He got permission, yeah.
Carol wouldn't. I mean, they was over it. And Willie Taylor lived up there in the draining. And he would go cut it on. They would get mad, but he didn't care. I was out of high school. No, we were still in school. We were still in school when they went. We didn't go. The parents went. Yeah. They all got together and they went. And they told them they couldn't take Future City. Because we thought it was gold out here the way they was running out here trying to get it.
Yeah.
But they did. Springfield, they wouldn't let them take it. Because they didn't want to fix the water. They didn't want to put us no pipes to run to the water, to run our house, and to put bathrooms and things in. And finally, we finally got it.
Yeah.
But it was hard, trying to get it. And we had to put cesspools out because, we had toilets.
Right.
When we got ready to buy houses and things, after we could afford it, we started putting cesspools out and everything for bathrooms to run in there where we could have water and a bathroom. We had to build our own bathroom and everything. That was when I was at home. But when I got married, my husband and I, we brought us a mobile home over there, a single. And we had to put our cesspool in over there. And then when we got where we had money and stuff, we moved here, from over there, here. And we put our cesspool out there and everything, because he was able to do the work. And then we had some guys, they come in and help. People would help each other out here. And that's how we got it in. But I'm trying to think of his name. The white guy that helped get us the water in. I can't think of his name. He worked with us. And they sold dinners and things to make money to get the water out here and everything.
Were you still in school?
Yeah, I was still in school. Because Mr. Vaughn had the store up here. You know where that church is sitting up there? Mm-hmm. He had a store on that corner. Mm-hmm. And he would set up a place. And he would set it up like they do down here on 8th Street. Mm-hmm. Have people come out there, they cook food out there, and they come out there and buy it and everything. Mm-hmm. We sold money like that to get water and stuff in, too. Yeah, we didn't have no bad, no. Because one thing about it, they didn't come out here and bother us like they doing now. We don't have no trouble out here. We don't have no trouble at all. Mm-hmm. Because I tell them, y'all ain't allowed out here. It's just us out here, and you're not allowed. I had adopted a boy. And he got grown where he got to stealing. I had adopted 3 boys, me and my husband. And, Myron that got killed at Old Mounds, that was my boy. That was my oldest one. And the brother next to him, he got to stealing and stuff and lying and stuff. And me and the baby boy, my husband was sick and he had to put up a bed in there. And me and my baby boy, we was in that room, but they had their room in there too. He went, took him a shower, and he came back and got in the bed with me. That other boy, we thinking he in the shower, and the baby boy said, Granny, said, Gerald in that shower off alone. I went in there. That boy left the shower running and went out the back door and left it open. So I got in my car and I went around. I found the police. So I told the police. I went to the police station and I reported it. They went out there. They found him. And Steve Tarver now, he helped me with them boys. Steve Tarver did. So I called Steve and Steve came over to the police station. And we had Gerald there. And they called DCFS from Paducah. Because I told him he was leaving here. I'm giving him up. I can't be putting up with this. I got a sick husband. And I can't be putting up with this boy. He don't want to do right. Y'all take him. So they told me, well, we're going to have to say you put him out Oh, that made Steve Tarver so mad. Steve Tarver got the cussing and said, look, let me tell y'all something. How could she put him out when he's supposed to have been in there taking a shower and went off and left her door open, unlocked and everything, left her water on? Now, how did she put him out? They said, well, I said, I don't care what you say. He's not going back to my house. You're going to have to do something with him. And Steve Tarver told him, said, I'm going to take him home with me tonight, but y'all better come get him tomorrow. Right. So they did. I didn't let him come back. He was stealing my husband's medicine, pain medicine and stuff. My husband was a diabetic. He had his legs cut off, and he was coming there and steal his medicine. Eartha Lewis was over, and Shirley Mallory, she was over. They had a group up, Mr. Vaughn, and I think Mr. Mason, the other store was Mr. Mason. Yeah. And I'm trying to think. They had a nice group up out here. Yeah. My land goes to where them poles is, and Velma owns that, where the poles and things is. And Ronnie got some behind me over here. That's my mama's property back there. And Velma got up there where that house is nobody in it. There's a red car sitting in the yard. Right. She owned the side of that over there where we used to have our little Future City gathering. Right. She got that now. And then on the corner, she got 5 lots over there. And what else she got? Ronnie got the lot next to where Dirty Red got his little place. You know the little place? Yeah. Well, Ronnie got them lots. And then he got some lots up in Future City, over there in Future City. And my niece and them got some lots here. I got 2 or 3 nieces. They brought the lots to keep people from getting them, you know. Yeah, they have to pay for them lots. They was trying to get them during that time when we was younger. Yeah. They was trying to get them. They didn't say what they wanted to do. They just was trying to get, they was trying to get the whole town, you know. See, I'm going to tell you, now them teachers, like Miss Wallace and all of them lived out here during that time, and they wouldn't let them do it. That's why they went to Springfield. Okay. I don't know, you remember Miss Phelps now?
Phelps. Yeah, I remember.
They lived on the highway.
Yeah, I remember Miss Phelps.
They had a house up there, and they moved it right there with that red truck, and it burned down. It caught a fire and burned down. Hopes for Future City. Yeah. I wish we could get it fixed back up like it was. I would like to see a store like we had. We had 2 stores. And I don't mind people coming out here if they want to build something, but come out here and treat us like we was treated. We didn't have no problem out here with everybody that lived out here during that time. Everybody got along and we helped one another. And if somebody needed something, they would come ask and we would help them out. But now, you can't hardly trust nobody out here. I mean, no, I wouldn't. They asked me, you live out there by yourself? I said, yeah, with the help of the Lord, I do. We don't have no mayor or nothing out here. Yeah, I mean, I ain't ashamed of nothing. And I ain't scared to talk and tell. I tell you, now when Mr. Vaughn was living, Mr. Vaughn had say so. He had said so. We out here, if something happened, we get together and discuss it. Okay. That's what we say. Well, they was trying to make my husband mayor out here, and he told them no. He said, Dennis, him and Purchase said, we be the mayor out here. That's what they said. It's been a while because we usually have the Future City gathering out here, and we got together out there, and we would meet, and then some of the people that used to live out here, they would come from up the road and come out here and participate in everything, like George Jean Cross, the Crosses, and different ones. You'd be surprised how many houses and things was out here. It was a plenty. I mean, we was just close to, houses was just close. Like if we didn't have a TV and that house had a TV, they would fix that TV, open up their window, and let us look at their TV and hear their TV. They sure did. They did that.
That's how close the houses
were. We was just that close. Close.
So.
And if somebody gets sick out here, they would call my mama, Mr. Willie Davis. We lived next close to him. And his wife would get sick. He wouldn't call her sister. He would call her my mama. So, Miss Ivy, would you come over and take care of my wife? Mama would go. See, that's the way we did out here. We would help one another. Some of them wouldn't help you, but some of them would. You know how it is anywhere you go. Right. Everybody's not going to help you. Right. And everybody's not going to give you an idea of nothing to do. But my mama, she helped people. And that's the way I am now. I love kids. I didn't have but 2. Right. But I love kids. I adopted them 3. And when I was driving the school bus, I would bring, some kids would want to come home with me on weekends. My boys wasn't here, they was grown. And my husband, at first he didn't want to, then he said, yeah, Shirley, just let them come on out here and stay the weekend. And we did. I mean, I love kids now. I drove the bus for 33 years.
That seemed to be a family trait because
Dolores. Yeah. Dolores that was my sister. That's how I got to start driving. After Snows closed, and I wanted to work, I worked for Snows 16 years.
Yeah. So Dolores, you, and now Joyce. She's the manager of the bus system.
And Dolores was the manager too, and that's how Joyce got to be. Joyce to me, that's my niece. You might as well say my daughter. One sinner. I love it. I wouldn't go nowhere else. My oldest son called, Mama, you want to move to Maryland? I said, I'm in Maryland sitting right here. I wouldn't go nowhere else. Because it's quiet out here. I got my own water. I got my own gas tank. I buy my own gas. I don't have to worry about nothing, but my utilities don't be that high because I'm the only person here. And so I'm just satisfied out here. I'm pleased. I can go to the grocery store. When I want to cook, I can. If I don't, I'll cook enough to last. And then I love people downtown. Now, Miss Brown, I love Miss Brown. When I was working, I would cook her some dinner. And I'm going to tell you, I believe in God. And I was sitting in my room. And the Lord told me, said, you ain't working now. You can cook a little more for Miss Brown. You know what I did? I got up off of myself. I called her. And I said, Miss Brown, what do you want to eat? She said, will you make me some soup? I said, yes, ma'am, I sure will. What you want in it? She told me everything she wanted in it. And I said, let me tell you now. Don't ask me for no money. I don't want to hear that. I made that soup. I said, now what you want, crackers or cornbread? Cornbread. I made her cornbread. And now I got her green beans. No, I made her some a salad and spaghetti and took to her. Now today I got her green beans, potatoes. I'm going to make her macaroni and cheese and make her cornbread. But I'm going to fry it on top of the stove this time. That's Blend Bondridge's mom. We was raised up together. We would like to get Future City cleaned up. We would like that. I don't know whose job it is, but some of them now up there on the road, I was telling Dennis yesterday, now that's the state. They supposed to keep that cut where when we pull out that stop sign, we can look on the road and see what's coming. Now you can't hardly do that. And Dennis said he was going to call him. And I'm going to get the number, and I'm going to call too. But that's what I would like to see. I mean, if people want to live out here, I don't mind people living out here, but let's work together. You can't get nothing done if you don't work together.
Right.
You can't. And I mean, now is the time we need to come together. Because this president we got, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now. I said, Lord, you help him.